If you walk around looking like you don't care about yourself, then everybody else is going to follow your lead. Hey you girls, welcome back to the channel. So in this one, I thought we could talk about something that I personally think is really very simple, but it seems to me that a lot of adult women, okay, women in their early 20s, but even women in their 30s, in their 40s, don't seem to comprehend, and it is look like age, get treated like age. Okay, I know that this word sounds harsh, but it is the bitter truth. Okay, it is the sad reality. Unfortunately, packaging matters. Okay, think of this. Think of you going to a coffee shop and let's say they have the best banana bread, or let's say chocolate cake ever, right? It's really good. They're making it all from scratch. They make it themselves, but it literally looks like poop. Okay, these people, they don't care to put it in a mold. They just, bake it and then they put it there. It's round and it looks just like poop. Like, the chances of you purchasing that are a lot less high than if you go to a coffee shop where, let's say, everything is industrialized, so nothing is, self-made. They're using a lot of condiments that are not very natural, but they care about the packaging. Okay, they put all these cupcakes in super cute molds, like you have some clouds and angels and whatever else that you have there. You have cards and whatever else you can think about, right? The likelihood of you purchasing in the second coffee shop is much higher, okay, because to human perception matters. And I want to say that it is unfortunate. Okay, I wish we lived in a reality where every living, breathing human being would be treated with care and empathy and, basic human decency, just because they are worthy. We all are. But unfortunately, that is not reality. Okay, if you go outside with your bonnet looking like you just roll out of bed, you didn't even care to brush your teeth or do your hair or wear clean clothes or press your clothes, you are going to be received accordingly. Okay, if you go to the coffee shop, the waiter is going to treat you accordingly. If you go to a shop, a store, the clerk is going to treat you accordingly. And that is because you led the way, right? The way you presented yourself said, I don't care about myself. I don't give a damn, I'm sorry to say, about myself. And then they're going to say, hey, if you don't give a damn about yourself, we are certainly not going to give a damn about you. Now, this conversation is not happening verbally, but all of it is happening subconsciously. Think about it. If you're walking around in the street and it's evening, I live in a city where, the area around the central station, the train station, is not very safe. If it's 11 at night and I'm walking there and someone is walking towards me, I have to assess very quickly if this person is safe, right? Let's say they're wearing a white t-shirt for example purposes, and they have, some brown. I can't tell, it's evening, it's 11. I can't tell whether it's brown or red. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to cross the street, okay, because I don't have the time, baby. My life could depend on it. I'm not going to stand there and assess, oh, maybe, it's just dirt. Maybe they spilled some coffee. No, honey, I see something that even slightly look like blood, okay, like my dress today, and I'm gone, okay, honey. And that is just human nature, okay. It is in our subconscious to do so, okay. This is how we have survived for generation and generation and generation, and it's not going to change anytime soon. No amount of complaining about it or trying to bully people out of their nature is actually going to work. Let me tell you a story. Last summer, I met a neighbor of mine in the bus. Don't worry, she'll never see this video. I met her in the bus and she was telling me about how she was going to go on holiday with her daughter and her husband to America. And she was telling me about Chicago, and I was really interested as somebody who never been to America and is planning to go, when the yellow man is gone, obviously. I was really interested in hearing about whatever it is she had to say. She had been there many times. It wasn't her first rodeo, but I couldn't hear a single word she said. Like, I couldn't concentrate on what she was saying because she had so much gunk, like visible gunk on her teeth. Okay, her teeth were so visibly yellow. I could tell that she had not brushed her teeth in at least 48 hours. Now, why would anybody do that? Why would you stay 48 hours without brushing your teeth unless you're dealing with extremely complicated depression? Listen, I get that. I've been there, done that, okay, but clearly this wasn't my neighbor's case. If you're dealing with the type of debilitating depression that can stop you from brushing your teeth for 48 hours, you're not booking tickets to, America. You're not talking to people, right? When you're really depressed, you don't have the power to, or the energy rather, to socialize, right? So clearly she was doing okay enough, or maybe she's suffering from some very special form of depression, right? But to me, she seemed fine, right? And Why? Like, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't comprehend it. I got off the bus and got home and thought, why would anyone do this? Like, until now, I can't tell you a single thing about Chicago, you know, unless the stuff I got from YouTube. Certainly not from that conversation. So please, ladies, don't go around looking like you don't care about yourself. You matter. Even forget other people. Do it for you. Like, you deserve to be clean. You deserve to wear clean clothes. You deserve to smell nice. Like, why would you go around and when you smell under your armpit, it stinks. Like, please don't do that to yourself. Put on some deodorant. Don't go with your bonnet outside. You slept in that thing. Why are you looking like you just rolled out of bed? Please, collectively, let's do better. You know, we cannot control other people. Okay, all we can control is ourselves, right? I find that people who tend to complain a lot about pretty privilege, really what they're talking about is the privilege of looking put together, which is what we are going to talk about in the next video. You know, these people have an external logos of control. They focus a lot on things that they cannot control, and in this case, for example, in this instance, on something that is actually uncontrollable, if you ask me, since it's human nature. Hear me when I say this, right? So extremely successful people, studies have proven that these people tend to focus on things that are within their control. They have what we call an internal locus of control. That means when Beyonce is working on a song, obviously she wants her fan to like it, right? But at the end of the day, she knows she can't control that, but she can control the choreography. She can control the words, the lyrics of the song, right? She can control the outfit she's going to wear in the clip, etc., etc., right? So this is what I want you to do. I want you ladies to be winners. Don't focus on how the world is so mean to really, really big women. Of course, we wish the world wasn't fatphobic, you know, first in line, right? As someone who has to take 15,000 steps a day in order to unbig my back, right? But we need to focus on things that we can control. You can control brushing your teeth. That is very much so within your control, unless again you are dealing with a debilitating depression, in which case please consult a mental health professional. Try BetterHelp or all the other resources that are out there. But please, ladies, if you're going to leave your house, whether you're going to your job or whether you're going to a coffee shop, whether you're just going to Zara, make sure that you are neat. Make sure that, you know, you look presentable. You don't have to go all out and look like a Barbie doll. You don't have, you know, to wear pounds and pounds and pounds of makeup or just do an elaborate hairstyle. But please, make sure the basics are covered, right? Make sure you have deodorant on. Make sure the clothes you are wearing are clean. Make sure your hair is clean. Make sure you brushed your teeth. That is the bare minimum that we should all cover. So let's do that. Okay, let's make sure we always look somewhat put together when we are out there. None of us is perfect, right? I'm going to be the first to say I cannot look like this every single day. I don't look absolutely perfect. Not that I'm saying that I look perfect right now every time that I leave my house, but I try my best. Even if I'm going to the supermarket, even if I'm going to the ATM, I try my best to look presentable. I never want to meet somebody, an ex or just a friend or whoever, and have to hide, right? And I've been there. I've actually done that before. I can sit here and admit I actually once went to the post office and I had to hide from a friend as I was going through a bad depression. So I know what that is, and I can tell you, seek help. I have sought help, and that is why I'm sitting here today to tell you it's not normal. If you have zero energy to care for yourself, you are going to something deeper. Please attend to that. But as a collective, let's do better. I don't want to see Black women outside with a bonnet anymore. I know some people are going to say, oh, why are you, you know, adhering to respectability politics? It's not about adhering to respectability politics. It's about adhering to self-respect. How about we just adhere to this very basic principle, which is self-respect, right? You should care about you, and I promise you, if you care about you, you're going to lead the way. And when you go out there to coffee shops and stores, etc., etc., people are going to be very mindful how they deal with you, because if you carry yourself as somebody who care about yourself, if you look like you are put together, if you look like you put in a lot of effort into the way that you look, into the way that you present, into the way that you carry yourself, subconsciously you're going to be emitting a certain energy to the world. Okay, you're going to be emitting, you cannot talk to me anyhow. You're going to be emitting, you cannot deal with me anyhow. And believe me, they are going to receive it. Okay, and people are going to be extremely careful how they deal with you. They're going to be very, very careful in their dealings with you. They're going to treat you with a whole lot of respect, a whole lot of care, because they are going to know, or at least think, that there could be repercussions, serious ones, that come with not handling you with care, that comes with not handling you with respect. So please, going forward, let's try and do that. If you want that treatment, treat yourself like that first. Okay, if you want to be respected, respect yourself first. If you want to be cared for, care for yourself first. And ways to respect yourself and care for yourself is also taking impeccable care of yourself. Okay, you are going to build a very, very strong sense of esteem, of self-esteem by doing that. So going forward, please do that. That is the advice that I have for you today. Please, less complaining on TikTok in dirty rooms. As a matter of fact, why are you showing your dirty room to TikTok? See, this is my problem with y'all. Please don't do that. Okay, if you're going to film a TikTok or a video on YouTube, make sure your surroundings are clean. It takes like 10 minutes to clean up. You know, if you're not living in a porchery, it shouldn't take very long to get, you know, your surroundings together. Let's do better collectively. We are 3 months away from 2026, so in 2026 and forwards, let's do better. I know we can together. Okay, so if you like this video, if you understand where I'm coming from, I know a lot of people hate pulling yourself by the bootstrap, or you know, respectability politics, like they like to call it, but then you're just not my audience. Please unsubscribe and go on about your life. If you do understand where I'm coming from, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. In the comment section down below, let me know, what do you think? Do you think that not going outside in the very bonnet that we slept in is respectability politics? Like, I don't understand. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to my channel as well for the come up advice, the realistic one. Okay, the one that actually works. Okay. Bye girls, thanks for watching. Mwah.